Okay. Let's give it time for people to start joining in and just let them know we are live. Okay, perfect. So we'll just give it good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. So we're just gonna give it 3 more minutes for people to keep joining in. After 3 minutes, I'm gonna get started. It's not gonna be a very boring session today. I really hope everyone had a really great weekend. For the Muslims, I hope you had a great Eid, and the month of Ramadan was okay for you guys. So I'm really excited to be back here on episode 4, Trading Talk with Banks. For those who doesn't know me, I am Banks. And why do they call me Banks? Because I trade like a bank, and the banks really loves me because I make them money. Right? So in literally 2 minutes, I'm going to start the session. For those who haven't joined yet, I think we just give them extra 2 minutes to keep coming in. For those who are in, somebody's asking forecast on NASDAQ. I think we will talk about that later. I cannot really do a market review right now. We're going to hop directly into our topic, to which I'm going to talk about the 5 keys onto unlocking wealth in Forex trading. You really just need these 5 keys to really unlock the wealth creation in Forex trading. Okay. So I hope everybody's doing okay. You have a comment section on your YouTube there. So you just tell me where you're streaming from, because I am live directly from Tanzania. So I don't know everybody. Where is everybody from? So you just tell me in the comment section to know where everybody's from. Because I hope I have clients from South Africa, from Tanzania, and all over the globe. Okay, so 1 minute. We have seconds now, 50 seconds to begin the topic. I don't want to keep you live today. I don't want to keep you waiting and listening to me, because literally for the past 3 episodes, I've been doing more than 50 minutes and it's mind blowing. But today, I think I'll try my level best to do it a little bit less. Okay, DK Billions vlog channel is streaming from Namibia. Good evening from Namibia. I'm from South Africa. Perfect, brother. Perfect, brother. I'm really happy to see my fellow Africans in here. South Africa, sir. It's perfect. Live from South Africa. Okay, so 5 minutes are done for people to join in. I think let's just get started. So on today's session, I'm really excited to share with you very few things, and only 5 key components on unlocking wealth in Forex trading. You know, we literally have talked about a lot of things in the past few episodes, and they were mind-blowing. And I have clients, I have people all over the world, all over Africa, who have been listening to my sessions, and it was like it was the food for the brain, you know, something that made them the trading career to be more easy, you know. So in today's session, it's the last nail on that coffin. the following 5 things that I'm going to share with you, they are literally the only things that you need to have, or you need to acquire, or you need to respect as a trader so that you can really see wealth. In my previous post on Instagram, I talked about the difference between being rich and being wealthy. There's a very big difference on being rich and being wealthy, okay? So literally being rich is measured by the amount of money you have, okay? But being wealthy is measured by the amount of time you will survive without working. Those are two different things. So I gave out an example. If you have $1 million and you spend 10K every single month, you'll literally last for like 2 years. So it means $1 million make you rich, but it doesn't make you wealthy. But what if you have $10 million, okay? $10 million with an expense of 10K a month, it will take you over more than 20 years to actually finish the $10 million, okay? Without doing anything, just spending it. Okay, so you literally need to create wealth in whatever you're doing, whatever you're trading currencies, you're trading indices, you're trading stocks, bonds, you're trading options, whatever you're trading, right? You need to have these 5 keys. You need to acquire these 5 keys for you to unlock ultimate wealth, right? Because what you're striving for is the freedom to do what we have to do however we want and whenever we want without being asked why, because it's our money. Money comes with the freedom, money buys freedom. Whoever says money doesn't buy happiness doesn't have any, because money gives access to everything that can make you happy, good health care, good home, nice car, even a great girlfriend, by the way. Okay, so let's get down to business. So the very first thing that you need to have, the very first key into creating wealth in Forex trading is you need to have dedication, okay? What do I mean by saying you need to have dedication? Literally, I mean that you need to have the passion to trade. Now, there is a saying that you need to do what you love, but this saying is very wrong. We are literally not doing what we love, but we are supposed to love what we do. I repeat that. We are not doing what we love, but we are literally trying to love what we are doing, right? So in Forex trading, for instance, you are trading, right? Forex trading is not a very fun business, but it's fun because you're making money out of it. Now, the dopamine released by making money is gives us the excitement, gives us the adrenaline to keep going, right? But not everybody loves trading because trading is very stressful. It comes with a lot of emotional breakdown. It comes with psychological traumas, of having flashbacks of losing money, people looking down on you. So it's not a very fun process. But the only thing that you need to have is the dedication. Like I have embraced Forex trading because because of this and this and this. And the very first thing that you need to understand is, why am I trading? Like, why are you trading? Why are you embracing Forex trading? Because you need the freedom, right? Because you need the freedom. Now, the freedom to do what? So you don't like to be bossed around, perhaps, or you need to have to spend more time with the family, spending more time with the loved ones, So you really need to understand your why. Why are you trading? Okay, now if you have that in check, put a tick, like I am trading because I need the freedom, or I am trading because I need to have a lot of money, travel the world. Like personally, I'm a traveler. Okay, I love traveling. I go places, I zip to different places. Okay, so my why, or why am I trading, is that I am trading to have the freedom to travel wherever I want. Okay, to travel whenever, however, and whenever I want, because I have the freedom that I need. Okay, that is my why. So I have the dedication into Forex trading because I'm trying to, I have the passion to trade because I'm dedicated. Really understand why you are trading in these Forex markets, um, setting your priorities straight, knowing knowing what you're really trying to do and how is it going to benefit you. Okay, on my previous episodes, I talked about why Forex trading is very hard. You know, why is it very hard? Why is it very hard? Okay, but it's not really hard. People tend to treat Forex hard as a very tough business because they really understand that Forex trading is a game of probabilities. If you treat Forex trading as a game of probabilities, you'll definitely lose a lot of money. But I told you on my first episode, Forex trading is a game of certainties. It's not, a price doesn't move randomly. Price is manifested by the big players. So if we understand how the big players move, we can literally make money out of it. Okay, so key number one is having dedication. Okay, I hope I'm clear on that. The second key that you're supposed to have is the confidence. Okay, I don't mean the confidence that I mean. You can take this positive. Okay, the confidence that I mean is the confidence that that comes as a product of being certain with what you're doing. Okay, if you quote my second episode, I talked about even the first episode, and in my trading talks, I talked about Forex being a game of certainties. Like you usually know every turning point, you know the character of the market, you know the cycles, you know the levels, you know literally everything about how the price acts in the market. Now, if you understand those components, you'll have the confidence. Okay, you'll have the confidence. Now, that confidence comes by being certain with what you're doing. Literally being certain, like this is the level where price will turn. This is the level where price will reverse. This is the place where price will make a continuation, you know. So having the confidence, like trusting the system, like you really trust the system that you're using, whatever strategy you're using, be it price action. Okay, price action is a very broad word. It's a very general word. Everything traded in the market is literally price action, but the approach is always different. So there is Elliott wave traders, there is BTMM traders, there is ICT traders, there is SMC traders, there is what are these called? What is called? The FTG traders. So there are a bunch of traders embracing the market in very different ways, right? So whatever system you're using, if it's accurate, at least 90%, accuracy gives you the entries, gives you the exit, and respects your risk exposures, then it is very easy for you to have the confidence in your system, and you will literally approach the market, or you embrace the market with utmost certainty, and you will be prone to making a lot of money in the markets because you're confident with what you're doing. At the very moment that you start doubting your system, it is the very moment you start losing money because you will be unsure with what you're doing. And the market moves up and down. You know, it has retracement levels. The market has areas of interest. Now, if you don't understand these places, because if you are trading the market, let's say in a bearish trend, it doesn't mean that it will drop without making pullbacks. It doesn't mean that it will drop without making retracements, or it doesn't mean that it will drop without tapping those, going back to the areas of interests, you know. So not knowing about all these will literally put you on the bad side of the markets. Trust me, it will literally put you on the bad side of the markets. Okay, so you need to be confident on your system, and be certain with what you're doing. Okay, so that is having the confidence. That is the key number two, key factor number two on creating wealth in Forex trading. First, have the dedication. Second, have the confidence in your system and whatever you're trading. Third, have the discipline. Okay, have the discipline, following your system. And that is the discipline that you need to create as a Forex trader. Okay, if you really need to make money in the Forex market, you need to have the confidence. I mean, you need to have the discipline. And this, I talked about discipline on my previous episodes, is that if you have a system and you respect the system, okay, you will not trade against it. You will not try to outsmart your system. You will literally respect the system. You will trade the system. You will play by the playbook and never against it. If you're the kind of trader who trades M formation, you will trade M formations. If you're the kind of trader who will trade head and shoulders, you will trade head and shoulders, right? But is it really accurate? Now we go back to key number two, the confidence in what you're doing. If you have the confidence in head and shoulders, if you have the confidence in bullish and bearish flags, trade them with confidence, but have the discipline to follow your trading plan and trading journal that you have. Okay. The other discipline that you're supposed to have is you're supposed to understand that you need to preserve your capital. Okay, you're not supposed to panic trade. You're not supposed to revenge trade. You're not supposed to trade after a series of losing streaks. You know, I talked about this in my third episode, so you just go back and talk about them. But you need to have the discipline, following the system and trying to preserve your capital. And you need to develop a skill of bouncing back. Okay, you need to develop a skill of bouncing back. That you've made a loss, and how do you go back? Like you literally lost, you have $500 and you lost $400. You have $100 left. Okay, now how are you going to go back from $100 back to $1,000 or $2,000 account? How are you going to do about it? Right? So you need to develop a skill of bouncing back. So you don't need to revenge trade. What happened in the market, you made mistakes. So when you go back to the charts, you're not supposed to do anything against your plan. So develop that discipline. Okay. The fourth key that you're supposed to have is patience. Okay. And what patience am I talking about? Waiting for a setup. So you're always, if you're trading, if your system allows you to, if your system tells you that you need to wait for price to hit back a certain point of interest, you are forced to wait for that price to go back there. If it doesn't, that is against your trading system. You're supposed to wait for it. It's really very hot today. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, let me just keep on. It's very hot. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so the patience. Always wait for your setup. Always wait for your setup. The patience to wait for your setup. Okay, and do not trade what you see. No, do not trade what you want to see. You're supposed to trade what the market is trying to show you. You're not supposed to trade what you want to see. A lot of people are going into the Forex charts, right? They're going to the Forex charts and they try to make up things. Like you see an M formation, the market is trying to show you an M formation, but you are trying to outsmart what the market is trying to show you, and you literally say, okay, this is an M formation, perhaps it's a trap. So you're trying to be the smart money now. So, okay, if it's an M formation, then I'm going to buy because a lot of traders are going to be trapped in here, right? So you go against the trend because you're trying to outsmart the system. Okay, so you don't need to do that. You're supposed to respect the system, trade by it, and do not ever go against it. Okay, and that is the patience that we're supposed to have. If you're waiting for an information, break off neckline, retest, do that. Wait for a retest, enter a trade. If you're waiting for an optimal trade entry or using the Fibonacci retracement tool or the Fibonacci expansion, you're supposed to do that. Wait for a retracement, then execute. Having the, it's very wise not to trade in that particular day rather than trading against your system. It is very unwise to trade without respecting your system. Okay, that is key number 4, having the patience. So if you have the dedication, let me just repeat that, having the dedication, having the confidence, okay, having the confidence, having the discipline, and having the patience. The very last the fifth key that you need to have is building consistency. And this is the most important key of all, having consistency. Now, why consistency? Because consistency will take you from $1,000 to $1 million in a very short period of time, in a very respectable period of time. Not really short, it can be long, but $1 million is $1 million. You can spend 10 years being greedy in the market and you'll never even make 100K. But you can be disciplined and literally okay. Excuse me, guys, one moment. Okay, where was I? Consistency. So you can literally keep wasting time into trying to be greedy, being greedy in the markets, and you can never make $1 million. But if you have the consistency, like if you're really making $500 a week, if you're making $500 a week, you're supposed to compound your gains. So if you're making $500 this week, so next week your target will be, let's say, making $1,000. So your net profit should always be reached, right? So if you have a target, like, okay, today you made $100, you literally need to make $100 every single day to make $500 a week. But here's it: you can never make $100 every day, okay? Because the market is literally not your friend. Not every day the market will move. Sometimes the market will correct or will consolidate, and then you will never get opportunities. But if you get an opportunity today, seize it. You can literally make $200 today, and you can make nothing tomorrow. But your system tells you to end the week with $500. So do whatever you are trying to do and make $500 that week. Okay, so if you make $500 in 2 days, do not trade the other following 3 days. Just stop it. Do not proceed to trade. Just end there. Okay, go back, just wait for next week, $500 again. Wait for the other week, $500 again. So in the month, you have $2,000. Now, your goal will be making $1,000 a week. Okay, now you're compounding your gains. If you're making $1,000 a week, you literally end up with $4,000 every month. Now you start making $2,000 every week. You end up making $8,000 a month. Okay, so if that trend keeps on going and going and going, in the first year you have your first 100K, In the second year, you have literally 500,000. In the third year, you have 1 million. You can literally make 1 million in 3 years. But people do not understand the long game. You're supposed to play the long game. $1 million is $1 million, no matter how long it will take. Literally, the youth these days, we young people have access more than what the past generation never had. This whatever we have right now. We have the internet, we have access to platforms to literally make money behind our laptops. These old lads had to pass their ass off every single day, going to work, making money, making deals, putting their life at risk. But we have all we have everything, but we have everything that we need to have just to make money. Okay, so I talked about having dedication, having the confidence, having the discipline, having the patience, and having the consistency in making money. Because it's only if you have the 4 things: the dedication, confidence, the discipline, and the patience, then put that last nail on your coffin, the consistency. Build the consistency, because if you have the 4, the last one would be easy. Just have the consistency. Even if you're making just $10 a day, just keep doing it. Keep growing slowly. Refine, trade by the system. Just go slow. You're not in a sprint race. You are in a very long what we call this cross country. So just catch your breath, go slow. Do not be rushed by Instagram success. And this is the reason why I don't post my withdrawals, or I don't post flashy lifestyles, going to hotels, and because okay, if you take it positively, it will motivate you. But literally, these things will give you a performance anxiety. Like, I see a brother, young, under 30, making millions of money, partying and on yachts, flying on private jets, buying cool kicks, $5,000 shoes. And if he can do this, why can't I do it? I can literally do the same thing. So now you have the performance anxiety. You go back to the chart. You don't respect your plan. Now you trade thinking about that Jordan, $5,000 Jordan. You need to show off to your friends. It's crazy. You're not supposed to do that. Remember, I told you, dedication comes with knowing why you're trading. If you have a family to take care of, perhaps a wife and a sick mother, a grandmother, you have young brothers and sisters, cousins and nieces to take care of, that is your why. Making money to take care of them, not making money coming back to Instagram to compete with people who you literally don't even know. Okay, you come to compete with me. I have been in the game for 7 years. I understand my way ins and my way outs, right? You are in the game for 1 year, and you're seeing me living my life traveling. Okay, I have saved money for like a lot of years. Now you are using your hard-earned money. You have wasted your time. You have wasted your resources just to come to compete with someone on Instagram. It's crazy. Understand your why. Stay humble. Make money. Help whatever people you're supposed to help in your society, right? So by saying this, I'm just going to wind up the class, and I'm going to go back to the comment section if people have questions. I've talked about 5 keys onto unlocking wealth: dedication, having the passion to love what you're doing, not doing what you love. Because if I did what I loved, trust me, right now I could be fighting in the UFC or something. Okay, I love martial arts. I love fighting a lot. I'm not violent. I'm a very humble dude, but I love fighting. Okay, if I did what I loved, I could embrace that. Okay, but I embraced Forex trading, and I learned to love Forex trading. I don't love trading actually. It's a very stressful business, but I love the thrill of making money, sitting behind my laptop, making $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. I'm grateful. That is literally 4.6 million in my currency. Okay, that is a salary of just a bank manager or something. Okay, so dedication, the confidence comes from knowing, from literally having a certainty in what you're doing, okay, in your strategy, in your system, and if we're doing has to be certain. So the confidence comes in understanding and trusting your system. Okay, the discipline, following your system, putting trust in it. You're supposed to always preserve capital. The discipline that I'm talking about is preserve your capital, not lose. You never lose your capital. Do not let trades literally just eat all your capital. You can risk the profit that you made, but do not risk the capital that you have. Okay. Number 4 is the patience. Okay, the patience to wait for your setup. Just wait for it. If you have a system, if you don't have a system, I have an offer for you. So you just stay calm. The 5th and the last is the consistency of making money. So you just draw a plan. You're supposed to have, okay, to catch 500 pips a week, works best for me. So find the 500 pips every week in the markets. Okay, if you're trying to make $500 a week, do whatever you can to make $500 a week and build that consistency and compound your gains. Okay, and literally compound your gains. So those are the key components, or the key that you need to have into unlocking wealth in Forex trading. I hope I am very clear on the 5 keys onto unlocking wealth in Forex trading. So if you really need to make money, build wealth, follow these 5 keys, find me in 6 months and tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm never wrong, because I never ask people to judge me on my winners. I need you to judge on my losers, because I have few. And most of my clients, they always end up happy. So just go back to the comment section and try to read. Okay, from South Africa, live from South Africa. If you have any questions, please just drop your question on the, if you have anything, literally anything to say, the comment section is yours. If you have a question, ask me. Let's use this moment to have a chit chat with you guys. Somebody's saying visit Namibia to share your experience and knowledge about Forex. Yeah, I will be there. Let's just see what, see my schedule, and I'll literally come to Namibia and share my experience with you guys. Okay. Whenever you come to SA, please come and motivate us. Perfect. Because I love traveling, I'll be in SA. You are so knowledgeable, Banks. Lovely to meet you, brother. Thanks. Thank you very much, brother. That is capital of trading. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm really humbled. Somebody else is saying, super insightful. These are the kinds of things that delay most traders' progress. Yeah. I'm really happy you agree with me. I agree, and I'm one of them. That's perfect. So, any questions so far? If there are no questions, I think then if there are no questions, it only means that I literally touched your heart, you guys. You really understood whatever I was talking about. Okay. Somebody's saying there is so much in the internet. What will you advise someone who cannot afford mentorship? Nobody can really afford mentorship. I will tell you this, the psychology of clients. People afford what they want to afford. If you can afford a $1,000 iPhone, why can't you pay for a $300 course? You understand? People afford what they want to afford. You can buy an iPhone because you want to show it off. You can buy an iPhone because you want to take cool pictures. But why can't you invest money into a knowledge or a skill that is going to make you millions. It's just something very, you know, something very small, just let it sink in your head. People afford what they want to afford. Afford what they want to afford. So anyone can afford mentorship if you really want it. If you can afford, if you can afford to pay for a college fee just to learn about finance or economics or agriculture or whatsoever, you can afford to pay for, okay, there's a lot in the internet. There's a lot of knowledge, free YouTube videos, free courses out there, but trust me, if something works, really works, it doesn't need the hype. The people in that community will make money and you will get it by the word of mouth. Okay, but the thing that people can't afford mentorship programs, no, trust me, everybody can afford. Okay, the other week on episode 3, I took 2 people, if not 3, into my wings, into my mentorship programs, and literally in these 2 weeks we have banked more than 900 pips, right? 900 pips. And they're really happy with the consistency that I've made them build into the trading system are really helping them, okay? So these people could not afford my $500 course, but I gave them by, it was $100 and $150, okay? And it's worth, and it's like giving it for free, okay? So people can afford what they want to afford, really. Any questions? Any more questions? Tino Diego. Somebody saying, I always go against my trading rules. How do one calculate the risk in trading? Formula you can share? Trading rules, calculate the risk. Okay, there is no magic bullet. There is no cut in the corner. There is no formula that you can use to literally minimize your risk. Because in my system, in whatever I teach, I don't teach. Risk management is not about lot size. Risk management is not about lot size. Risk management is about the kind of setup you're taking. If you are taking a very bad setup with a 0.01 lot size, you're still, your risk management is poor. Risk management is all about trading the most accurate setups, trading the highly probable setups. That is risk management. You can have a $100 account. If you get a very sexy setup, a very beautiful one, you can use a standard lot size and still make money. But you can use a smaller lot size on a very bad setup. Consistently, you'll be losing $5, $5 for a month. Your whole account is already blown. Okay, but I can give you a very simple formula. Okay, I can give you a very simple formula. Take your trading capital. If it's $100, divide it by, how much is that? Divided by 100. Okay, you literally get 1. Now take the answer, that 1 divided by 100 again, you'll get 0.01. Now that is the amount of lot size you're supposed to use in that particular capital. So you do the same. If you have $1,000, divide it by 100. Get the answer, divided by 100. You'll get the lot size. It will be like 0.10. Now in a $1,000 account, use 0.10 lot size, open only 5 different trades and not more than that. That is just the simplest formula I can give you right now to keep you in check. But these setups are supposed to be accurate. These setups are supposed to be certain. Okay. Okay, another question. I always go against my trades. Okay, it's the same question. That's good. Okay, the same question. I analyzed Nasdaq yesterday and funded with our 50 account. I took a buy on Nasdaq and a half past 3 before I entered, waited for reversal. There was no reversal till I entered, then I blew. Okay, I don't think I could help you with that. You blew your account because you didn't analyze the markets well. That is why you blew your account. Because the market can only go up, can only go down. And the market is always right. So if you blew your account, it means you went on the wrong side of the trend. So you need to sharpen your skill, okay? Sharpen your skill. So, more questions? No more questions, right? No more questions. Okay, I promised you guys on my page that at the end of the session, I'm going to give you a deal of the lifetime. Okay, promised you guys today after a very long week, and I think everybody deserves, because I've been getting broke my support. Okay, if it broke your support, then I'm really sorry. I promised you guys that I'm going to give you a deal of a lifetime, right? I've been getting a lot of DMs, people asking about my mentorship program. Okay, my mentorship program, I'm training them about my system, following my system. And the thing is, a lot could not afford what I charged. And it really broke my heart because I really want to help. I really just want to help the community, help the society make or have the skill that I have. I will not always be here, right? But I need to know that there are people out there having the skills that I have, and they're going to install them to other people. So from today, I think I'll be taking very few numbers of people. Like I'll be taking 20 people this time, only 20 people. And the very first 20 people, they are only going to be charged $125 from for my training programs, for my mentorship programs, and they're going to get a lifetime access to my premium channel for setups and signals and weekly market review. Okay, so for those who are live listening to me right now, check me into my DMs and do that. And one last thing, if you open an account with False Market using the link on my biography, okay, you'll get 50% off on that offer that I've made you today. Sound okay? So if you open an account using the link on my biography with False Market today and tomorrow and all of this weekend, ending on Sunday, you'll get 50% off and you'll be mentored, baby. Okay, somebody's saying a capital of $1,000 is enough for a startup trading after practicing on a demo. Yeah, $1,000 is okay. $1,000 is okay. What's your view on the golden rule in trading? Buying at a low and selling at a high. No, I don't go by the rule. I don't go by that rule. Okay, I don't go by that rule. I can buy the high and I can sell the dip. I trade the setup. I don't trade the level. I don't trade premiums and discounts. Somebody's saying, but you are right, sir. I try and rectifying my mistake. Thank you for much knowledge. I want to do about 6 months from now, and I'll share my testimony. May God bless you. Amen. What's your handle on Instagram, sir? My handle is Musti Banks. Musti Banks. You just write that MOUSTY and Banks. That's it. I'm the only one there. So guys, I think this is enough. If there are no more questions, Let's link up next Thursday. Actually, we're going to have a podcast interview on Tuesday. Don't plan to miss that. And next Thursday on episode 5, let's be there. So thank you guys for joining me on episode 4 on Trading Talk with Banks, the 5 keys of unlocking wealth in Forex trading. And thank you guys for joining. And I really wish you a great weekend ahead and a trading week. Thank you and bye.